Our vertebral column is important for many reasons. Our spinal cord runs through it, our head's on top of it, and it connects so many different parts of our body. Let's learn some of the important features about the human vertebral column. Let's talk about the vertebral column. You know that poster you always see when you go into a chiropractor's office? So the vertebral column we're talking about right here, it is not the spinal column. It is a column of vertebrae, not spine. And we have it in an upright posture, which is a little bit different than other quadrupedal animals. Just a note, vertebra is singular, vertebrae is plural. But let's talk a little bit about what's going on here. So we have a couple different types of vertebrae. We have the cervical vertebra in the neck, then we have our thoracic vertebra in our trunk, then we have our lumbar vertebra in our lower back, and then the sacrum is all the way at the bottom, and that is a couple of fused vertebrae. We can talk a little bit more. So we do have that curve in the lumbar vertebra, and they actually get increasingly larger as you go down the trunk. We can look at a little bit more here. So you can see in a chimpanzee, it kind of just has one smooth curve along the back, but we have an extra curve in our lumbar vertebra. This is actually a consequence of standing upright on 2 feet. We're actually born with just one big curve in our vertebral column, but as we start to learn how to walk, we gain this extra curvature in our lower back. So you can see that here when we're looking at how the vertebral column changes throughout our life. So when you're still a newborn, it has a little bit of a curve. When you're born, it's straightish, but as you learn to walk, you actually gain that extra curve in our lower back, and that allows us to balance over our 2 feet. As a consequence of standing upright, and we have more weight that each successive vertebra needs to hold up. So you can see in our human here, each vertebra is a little bit larger than the one above it. Well, in the ape, it's pretty much just the same size, but that's a consequence of where it is in apes. It's pretty much on the top of them. It's not really weight-bearing, while our vertebral column is definitely weight-bearing. So, can you explain? What are some of the important features of the human vertebral column?